These 40,000 pounds of fresh Atlantic cod will become 2 million fish sticks in the next 24 hours. A single fish travels through 17 processing stations in under 4 minutes, transformed from whole ocean catch to frozen finger food ready for dinner tables worldwide. Today, we follow every step inside one of the world's most advanced fish processing facilities to show you a transformation most consumers never see. The global fish stick market generates over $3 billion annually. Yet the journey from ocean to freezer aisle remains one of food manufacturing's best-kept secrets. What you're about to witness challenges everything you thought you knew about processed seafood. This facility processes over 14 million pounds of cod every month, operating around the clock with precision that rivals pharmaceutical manufacturing. Every fish stick requires exactly 37 grams of cod fillet, coated in batter mixed to within 0.5% accuracy. The process demands absolute freshness. From the moment these fish leave the ocean until the moment they're flash frozen, the clock never stops. The journey begins at 4:30 in the morning when fishing vessels arrive at the processing dock after up to 2 weeks at sea. Atlantic cod, from the cold waters of Norway and Iceland, command premium prices for their firm white flesh and mild flavor. Each vessel carries between 50 and 200,000 pounds of gutted cod, kept at precisely 32 degrees Fahrenheit in refrigerated holds. The offloading process uses hydraulic cranes capable of lifting 3,000 pounds per minute, racing against the clock to maintain temperature. Inspectors from the facility meet every shipment, examining random samples for size, freshness, and any signs of damage or contamination. A single compromised fish can indicate problems with an entire batch, making these initial inspections critical to the entire operation. Fish that pass inspection move immediately to the weighing station, where digital scales accurate to within 1/10 of a pound record every delivery. Today's shipment registers 42,317 pounds, enough raw material for approximately 2.1 million fish sticks. From the scales, forklifts transport the crates through massive cold storage doors that maintain temperatures just above freezing. The receiving warehouse holds up to 500,000 pounds of fish at any time, organized by arrival date to ensure first in, first out rotation. Temperature sensors throughout the facility transmit readings every 60 seconds to a central monitoring system that alerts staff to any fluctuation. No fish remains in holding for more than 18 hours. The maximum time permitted before cellular degradation affects final product quality. When production demand signals readiness, workers transfer crates to the processing floor using dedicated cold chain corridors. These corridors maintain temperatures within 2 degrees of cold storage, preventing any thermal shock that could damage the delicate fish flesh. The transition from raw material storage to active processing marks the beginning of the most labor-intensive phase of fish stick production. Everything we've seen so far merely preserves what nature created. But what happens next will transform these fish into something entirely different. In the next 90 seconds, each fish will lose its head, its skin, its bones, and its identity as a whole creature. The preparation phase employs more workers than any other stage, where human skill combines with mechanical precision to maximize every pound of usable flesh. The first transformation happens at the heading station, where automated guillotines remove heads with a single precise cut. Each head weighs approximately 15% of the whole fish, removed in under half a second with blades sharpened every 4 hours. Nothing goes to waste in modern fish processing. Those heads will become fish meal, pet food ingredients, and fertilizer components. Headless fish continue to the gutting station, where any remaining viscera are removed and inspected for parasites or abnormalities. Trained inspectors can identify over 40 different quality defects, rejecting any fish showing signs of disease, damage, or contamination. The filleting machines represent the most sophisticated equipment in the entire facility, capable of processing 60 fish per minute with millimeter accuracy. Computer vision systems scan each fish, calculating optimal cutting angles based on size and bone structure in milliseconds. Curved blades follow the contour of the spine, separating pristine white fillets from the bone structure while maximizing yield. Each cod produces 2 fillets, averaging between 1 and 3 pounds depending on the original fish size. The skeleton still contains significant meat that manual workers will recover later, adding up to 8% more yield per fish. Fresh fillets move immediately to the skinning machines, where rotating drums grip and pull the skin away in one continuous motion. The skin removal process requires precise tension. Too little leaves skin attached, while too much tears the delicate flesh underneath. Skinless fillet is then passed through the pin bone detection system, where sensors locate and extract up to 40 tiny bones per fillet. Missing even a single pin bone could result in a consumer complaint, making this station one of the most critical quality checkpoints. Fillets that pass bone inspection continue to the trimming stations where workers remove any bloodlines, discoloration, or belly fat. The industry demands pure white flesh for premium fish sticks, rejecting any fillet with visible imperfections or color variations. Trimmed fillets receive a final wash in food-grade chlorinated water that eliminates surface bacteria while preserving texture. The chlorine concentration is monitored continuously, maintained at exactly 50 parts per million for optimal sanitization without flavor impact. After washing, high-velocity air knives blast excess moisture from the fillets, preparing them for the next critical transformation. What began as a whole fish just 3 minutes ago is now a pristine, boneless, skinless fillet. But the most impressive transformation lies ahead. The portioning room is where cod fillets become fish sticks, and the precision here determines whether the entire production run succeeds or fails. Each portioning machine uses ultrasonic cutting technology, blades vibrating at 40,000 cycles per second to create perfectly clean cuts. The system calculates optimal cutting patterns from each fillet shape, maximizing the number of 37-gram portions while minimizing waste. A single fillet yields between 12 and 28 fish stick portions depending on original size, with scraps collected for separate product lines. The portions emerge looking nothing like fish, transformed into identical white rectangles that consumers will soon recognize as something completely different. Weight verification happens at the line rate of 200 portions per minute, with any portion outside tolerance automatically rejected. Underweight portions return to the trimming station for addition of a small piece, while overweight portions get a slight trim to meet specifications exactly. This is where the real magic begins. Those plain white rectangles are about to enter the coating line and emerge completely transformed. The batter mixing room operates like a chemistry laboratory, where food scientists maintain formulas developed over decades of refinement. Today's batch contains wheat flour, cornstarch, salt, leavening agents, and proprietary seasonings measured to within 0.1% accuracy. The batter must maintain exact viscosity of 17 seconds on a standard flow cup, thin enough to coat evenly but thick enough to adhere. Water temperature during mixing affects final texture dramatically, maintained at exactly 43 degrees to achieve optimal coating properties. Fresh batter is pumped continuously to the coating line, with any batch older than 4 hours discarded and replaced with new mix. The pre-dust application comes first, a light coating of dry flour mixture that helps the wet batter adhere to the smooth fish surface. Without this preparatory step, batter would slide off the moist fish surface during cooking, resulting in bare spots that consumers reject. The main battering machine represents a $200,000 investment, applying coating with precision impossible to achieve by hand. Portions pass through a continuous waterfall of batter at exactly the right speed to achieve full coverage without excess buildup. Air blowers immediately follow, removing surplus batter to ensure each piece carries precisely 6 grams of coating, no more and no less. The breadcrumb application happens next, where those battered portions will gain their signature golden coating. Japanese-style panko breadcrumbs create the distinctive light crispy texture that distinguishes premium fish sticks from generic competitors. The crumbs cascade onto portions from above, while rotating drums ensure complete coverage on all surfaces, including edges. Excess breadcrumbs fall through mesh conveyors and return to the hopper for reuse, with fresh crumbs added continuously to maintain consistency. What emerges looks nothing like the plain white rectangles that entered moments ago. The transformation is almost complete, but raw breading would fall off in packaging and cooking. The next step seals everything together permanently. The par fryer submerges portions in 375-degree vegetable oil for exactly 22 seconds. This brief cooking time sets the breading without fully cooking the fish inside, creating a stable coating for handling and freezing. The internal temperature reaches only 80 degrees Fahrenheit, enough to bind the coating but leaving the cod essentially raw inside. Emerging from the oil, each fish stick now displays the iconic golden brown color that consumers expect to see through the package window. Oil drainage conveyors give portions 15 seconds of travel time before they reach the cooling zone. Cooling tunnels drop the surface temperature from 200 degrees to room temperature in under 45 seconds. This rapid cooling prevents moisture migration that would make the breading soggy during subsequent freezing. The portions now face their final cooking transformation, the flash freezing tunnel that will lock in quality for up to 18 months. Spiral freezers circulate fish sticks through -40-degree air at speeds that freeze products solid in under 12 minutes. The spiral design maximizes space efficiency while ensuring every portion receives equal exposure to the freezing environment. Ice crystals form throughout the fish flesh during freezing, their size determined by freezing speed. Rapid freezing creates tiny ice crystals that don't damage cell structures, while slow freezing creates large crystals that rupture cells and release moisture during thawing. The frozen fish sticks emerge rock solid at -10 degrees Fahrenheit, their journey from fresh fillet to finished product complete in under 20 minutes. But the coating process offers another remarkable transformation that few people ever witness. Premium product lines receive a second application of batter and breading, creating extra crispy variants that command higher retail prices. The double coating adds 40% more breading weight, requiring recalibration of all downstream equipment. Each product variant has its own processing parameters programmed into the central control system. The facility can switch between 12 different fish stick variants with changeover times of less than 15 minutes. Today's production schedule includes standard, extra crispy, and whole grain breaded variants all running on parallel lines. Every fish stick produced today will display the same batch code, allowing complete traceability from ocean to consumer. If any quality issue emerges weeks or months later, that code connects to records showing exactly which fish, from which boat, processed on which line. The transformation from whole fish to frozen fish stick represents one of food processing's most complete metamorphoses. In just 20 minutes, a creature from the North Atlantic has become an unrecognizable golden rectangle ready for dinner tables worldwide. But before these fish sticks can reach consumers, they must pass through quality control systems designed to catch defects invisible to the human eye. The next phase determines whether each fish stick meets the standards that have made this factory one of the most trusted suppliers in the industry. A single foreign object contamination could trigger recalls costing millions of dollars and devastating consumer trust. X-ray inspection systems scan every fish stick passing through the line, detecting bone fragments as small as 2 millimeters. The system generates over 4,000 images per minute, each analyzed by algorithms trained on millions of previous scans. Metal detection follows immediately, with sensors calibrated to find ferrous particles as small as 1.5 millimeters. Any fish stick triggering an alert is automatically ejected from the line and held for manual inspection. Weight verification ensures consistency, with check weighers measuring each portion to within 0.3 grams of target specification. Portions outside tolerance receive automatic rejection, maintaining the precise weight guarantees printed on consumer packaging. Vision systems photograph each fish stick from multiple angles, checking for coating defects, color inconsistencies, and shape irregularities. The cameras capture 250 frames per second, fast enough to inspect every millimeter of surface as portions pass at production speed. Color analysis algorithms compare each fish stick against reference standards, rejecting any with breading too light or too dark. Temperature monitoring continues throughout, with infrared sensors verifying frozen products remain below -5 degrees. Any product showing temperature rise above threshold diverts automatically to a refreezing cycle before returning to the main line. The sorting stations organize inspected fish sticks by product variant and destination market. Products destined for European markets carry different specifications than those heading to North American retailers. European regulations require specific labeling information and nutritional formats that American products don't need. Asian markets prefer smaller portion sizes, requiring a separate production variant with different cutting specifications. The facility can produce up to 37 different product variants simultaneously across its multiple production lines. Bulk collection bins accumulate sorted fish sticks before they advance to the packaging lines. Each bin holds approximately 400 pounds of product, enough to fill over 1,000 retail packages. Automated guided vehicles transport filled bins to the packaging area, following magnetic strips embedded in the factory floor. The facility operates 17 of these vehicles continuously, coordinated by central dispatch software to optimize traffic flow. Arrival at the packaging line marks the final stage of transformation, where bulk product becomes retail-ready merchandise. The fish sticks have traveled nearly 2,000 feet through the facility, passing through over 40 processing stations. Everything from this point focuses on protection, ensuring products reach consumers in the same condition they left this facility. But before packaging can begin, one final verification confirms that every fish stick meets the standards this facility has maintained for over 40 years. Only products passing this human checkpoint proceed to packaging, where automation takes over for the final transformation. The Quality Assurance Laboratory operates 24 hours a day, conducting over 300 tests on each production batch. Microbiological testing begins with samples pulled randomly from production at 2-hour intervals throughout each shift. Cultures incubate for 48 hours, checking for salmonella, listeria, and other pathogens that would make products unsafe. Any positive pathogen result triggers immediate quarantine of the entire batch and investigation of all connected production runs. Nutritional analysis verifies that label claims match actual product composition within regulatory tolerances. The protein content must exceed the minimum percentage claimed on packaging, or products cannot legally ship. Sensory evaluation panels of trained tasters assess appearance, aroma, texture, and flavor of cooked samples. Each panelist rates products on a 7-point scale, with any score below 5 triggering formula review. Texture analysis machines measure breading crispness after cooking, applying calibrated force to determine bite resistance. The target crispness range ensures products perform consistently, regardless of whether consumers use ovens, air fryers, or microwaves. Consumer complaint tracking logs every issue reported, with trend analysis identifying potential production problems before they escalate. Last year, this facility achieved a complaint rate of less than 1 per million packages sold, among the lowest in the industry. Retained samples from every batch enter frozen storage for 1 year, available for investigation if any issues emerge later. This comprehensive quality system has prevented any major recalls in the facility's entire operating history. Every fish stick leaving this facility carries an implicit guarantee backed by thousands of hours of testing and verification. The packaging lines transform individual fish sticks into consumer-ready products at rates exceeding 200 packages per minute. Automated counting systems ensure exactly the stated quantity enters each package, verified by check weighers immediately after sealing. Modified atmosphere packaging flushes nitrogen into each box, displacing oxygen that would degrade product quality during storage. Sealed packages receive date codes and lot numbers from high-speed inkjet printers, marking over 300 packages per minute. Case packers collect individual packages into shipping cartons, each containing 24 retail units ready for store shelves. Completed cases travel directly to the cold storage warehouse where temperatures never exceed -10 degrees Fahrenheit. Robotic palletizers stack cases into perfect shipping configurations, building pallet loads that will travel to distribution centers worldwide. Each pallet holds 1,200 packages, enough fish sticks to serve approximately 12,000 family meals. Refrigerated trucks arrive around the clock to transport finished products to distribution centers within hours of production. The cold chain never breaks. From the moment these fish left the ocean until they reach your freezer, temperatures remain controlled within strict limits. What began as 40,000 pounds of fresh Atlantic cod has become 2 million individual fish sticks, each identical to the last. In just 24 hours, nature's bounty has been transformed into convenient nourishment for families across 3 continents. Every fish stick carries within it the precision of 40 processing stations, the vigilance of continuous quality control, and the dedication of workers who take pride in feeding the world. The next time you reach for fish sticks in your freezer, you'll know exactly what it took to bring them from the cold waters of the North Atlantic to your dinner table.